Coming up tonight on WAND News at 6, the latest on the manhunt in southern Illinois. The reason police believe Tracy Pendleton may be hiding in the Shawnee National Forest. Plus, multiple tobacco stores in Decatur visited by the DEA and local law enforcement. The video WAND news crews shot from the scene, and a stabbing between a Springfield couple. The actions police say led to the deadly event.
We're still watching a couple of scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder across central Illinois. I'll let you know when they wrap up, when another round of storms will roll through, and just how chilly those temps will get for the weekend. Central Illinois' best source for news and weather starts now.
Central Illinois' most watched newscast. WAND News at 6.
An investigation at numerous tobacco and vape shops in Decatur, the DEA, Decatur Police, and Macon County Sheriff's Department all involved. The investigation leading to multiple warrants and thousands of drugs off of Decatur streets. But first, the search for Tracy Clint Pendleton. He's been on the run since Saturday after a shooting in Mahomet, and now police in Pope County in southern Illinois are searching for him in the Shawnee National Forest. WAND Sean Streety has been at the scene since yesterday. He joins us now live. Sean?
Yeah, Dawn had to leave the area there at 5 o'clock because of a tornado warning that was actually issued for this area. The skies have cleared now, and the search continues, of course, for Tracy Clinton Pendleton. More than 24 hours after that search began, it has stepped up in intensity. We have yet to see those additional resources we told you about that were to be brought in, but there is an arsenal of search vehicles from ATVs to boats and canine units. So far, Pendleton has eluded capture. But as we've told you, authorities are determined to end this peacefully, for sure. Now, as part of this area, as I told you, has been closed by the Forest Service to aid in the manhunt. And so far, state police have not provided any more or new information to us. I did talk with one lady at a nearby convenience store. She said she's not scared with this fugitive on the loose in her area, but she says there are plenty of places to hide in this expansive Shawnee National Forest surrounded here in Pope County. So that's the latest for now, but we hope to provide you, of course, more information tonight at 10 as soon as it becomes available. For now, the manhunt goes on. In Pope County, I'm Sean Streety, WAND News.
Sean, thank you. Another developing story in Decatur, a sweeping 2-year drug investigation leads to thousands of packages of a synthetic drug being seized. WAND was there. Doug Wolf joins us now live in front of the Decatur Police Department. Doug, what do we know?
Dawn, at about 10:15 this morning, we noticed a large number of police cars here at the Decatur Police Station and also more police vehicles just down the block here on Southside Drive. A short time later, our cameras picked up video of Decatur Police, the Macon County Sheriff's Office, other police agencies, and the Drug Enforcement Administration coming and going at several locations in the city. Some of those locations included the Tobacco Express, the smoke shop located on North Route 48, the cigar outlet in the 1400 block of East Mound Road, the Handy Pantry grocery store in the 3700 block of North Woodford, and at a tobacco and vape shop in the 1200 block of East Pershing Road. We saw officers take a box into the Route 48 location that was labeled DEA evidence. Decatur police say they have seized 10,000 packages of a synthetic drug called K2.
We went out and served 10 search warrants is what we started with. Some of those led to more search warrants and other searches. And at the end of the day, we seized over 10,000 packages of the K2, some currency, some money, and we also took some guns off the street as well.
Decatur police say some residences were also searched as part of that ongoing investigation. Don, as you said a minute ago, it was a 2-year police investigation. A new law passed by the legislature that went into effect in January has given local police more clout in getting K2 off the streets. Dawn?
All right, Doug, thank you. A fight in Springfield between a couple leads to a deadly stabbing this morning. Springfield police tell WAND News 24-year-old Emmeline Osborne is behind bars, charged with first-degree murder. It happened at the couple's home in the 1500 block of East Lawrence Avenue about 7:45 this morning. Police say Osborne and her domestic partner were fighting when Osborne stabbed her partner multiple times.
There's a domestic disturbance between Two subjects that began verbally and escalated into a physical altercation, resulting in the female victim being stabbed multiple times. We believe this is an isolated incident, a domestic disturbance between the two parties, and no one in the neighborhood has anything to fear at this time.
Springfield police are not releasing the identity of the woman stabbed. The name will be released after an autopsy is performed tomorrow. In Champaign County, a 25-year-old woman accused of stabbing her boyfriend to death will appear in court next month. Today, Sarah Kajankowski had a pretrial set for June. She remains in the Champaign County Jail.
Some scattered showers, even some rumbles of thunder roaming across parts of central Illinois late this afternoon, and now into this evening we're watching two little cells that got going, and one has actually produced some scary looking clouds across portions of Moultrie County earlier. Head to my Facebook and my Twitter page. You can see many of those photos sent in from all of you. Thanks for the photos, by the way. For those of you who sent those to me on Facebook and on Twitter. This cell right here moving its way across eastern portions of Coles County, just to the east of Humboldt right now and west of Raritan, is still kicking along, maybe throwing down a little bit of small hail, some gusty winds and very heavy rainfall. There's a live look at that particular cell from our Sarah Bush Lincoln Weatherbug Network camera at the Sarah Bush Lincoln Hospital, looking off to the north and to the east. Another one that's popped up near the city of Sullivan. This is the second one moving through that part of Moultrie County, dumping some heavy rainfall. You can watch those cells kind of develop right there in Moultrie County, then slide off to the east. But once the sun goes down this evening, our chances for showers will begin to wrap up about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Then as the sky clears out, wind dies down, we have a lot of surface moisture left over. Some patchy fog will develop after midnight with temps by midnight in the low 60s. Coming up, I'll let you know when another round of storms will pay us a visit, how much rain we can expect out of those, and when some chilly air will return to the area in just a few minutes.
The state Senate took the first step in changing the state's education funding formula today. The state's funding formula hasn't been changed since 1997. State Senator Andy Menard says the funding formula is no longer a representative of school needs across the state. He says he's written a bill so that no school will lose funding, while others actually with a greater need will gain some. Others say the bigger challenge lies with the House and Speaker Madigan. Under Menard's proposal, if the legislation becomes law, the formula would be up for review every 4 years. The bill will now move on to the House, where it's expected to face a much tougher vote. New tonight at 6, the bed and breakfast owners who refuse to host a civil service ceremony speak out. The Timber Creek Bed and Breakfast in Paxton is asking for a reversal of the fees they were ordered to pay after a Tuscola couple took them to court. WAND told you that a judge ordered Timber Creek to pay out $80,000 in damages to that couple. Still to come, unsolved murders. The new initiative by a local Crime Stoppers aimed at solving homicides that have gone cold. Sangamon and Menard County's Crime Stoppers are increasing its reward for tips leading to an arrest in cold cases. $5,000 cash will now serve as the reward. It's only for arrests or an arrest that will help solve a cold case. The program will run until the end of September. Crime Stoppers coordinator Mike Badger says the board has been working hard to provide comfort to the communities affected.
The Board of Directors of Crime Stoppers of Sangamon and Menard Counties hopes to provide this special incentive to persons so investigators can follow up and give help and further closure to the families, loved ones, and communities which were impacted by these terrible acts of criminal violence.
If you have a tip, you can remain anonymous, and the reward can even be collected in the same way without ever releasing your name.
We had a cell move its way across Moultrie County, and a few pictures coming in of this cell. Some ominous looking clouds. Looks like kind of a mini wall cloud there from Kent France on the south side of Sullivan, and that little cell got going. And this one from Claudia in Tilton, showing another cell around 3:30 this afternoon. Looked like trying to produce a little bit of a wall cloud. Couldn't tell if they were rotating or not, but scary, ominous looking clouds this afternoon in many parts of central Illinois. Fortunately, nothing touched down today. Our forecast high of 75 degrees for my 3-degree guarantee, up to 72. Ekin here with a green check mark, another $50 in the bank, up to $300 now for the Old King's Orchard. Our Dunn Company highs of the day, fairly close to our average of around 74. We have a big cool down headed this way, but more storms have to roll through first. I'll let you know when the storms arrive, what we can expect out of that round of storms, and how chilly it will be after the break. Our ShopandPoke.com tower cam is showing a few scattered storms or some showers still roaming across parts of central Illinois. The one you see on your screen right there is the one that we're watching developing here across northern portions of Moultrie County. Looks like just there to the south of around the Lake City area. The other ones that we've been watching here in the past couple of hours is this one you see here just moving across portions of Coles County just to the west of Raritan and off to the east of Humboldt. You can take that country road over here to Illinois Route 130. We're talking just north of the Charleston area. You can see the city of Charleston there just to the south. This one has had the history of producing some small hail, also some heavy rainfall. Looking back to the west a little bit farther, still across portions of eastern Moultrie County here, just north of Allenville and to the south of the Cadwell area. A few little spotty showers and a couple of bolts of lightning. Rainfall amounts since midnight last night, a little more than 1/3 of an inch in Decatur, 14/100 in Bloomington, but across portions of DeWitt County into McLean County from Kokoros observers. They were showing for the past 24 hours until 7 o'clock this morning, some locations as much as 1 inch to 2 inches. Had some reports as much as 3 inches in the Weldon Springs area there in eastern DeWitt County. Jeffrey in Altamont tonight checking in with us at 74, 73 in Divernon and Nokomis, thanks to Shelley and Jamie. Connie and Payne is at 72 along with Kim and Wapella, while Jeff at Lake Mattoon tonight at 71. Now, I've got some of those photos I showed you a few minutes ago. It looks like some small wall clouds out of that particular cell that moved through Moultrie County. You can find them on my Facebook and on my Twitter page. Just type in @JCFoltz in both locations. Meteorologist Adam DeRosso and meteorologist Kevin Sherrick, always active on Facebook and Twitter as well. Current temps still sitting in the low to mid 70s with a little bit of sunshine peeking out. Now, what's driving these showers this afternoon is an upper level disturbance that is sliding its way right here along this warm front. The warm front is to the north, and that's the reason why today we were allowed to warm back into the 70s, but our next system is just out there across the Central Plains. It is going to be heading in our direction and arrive here sometime late tomorrow evening, heading into tomorrow night, which will bring another round of some showers and storms. But before that happens, we get past sunset tonight. The clouds are going to start to clear out. We have a lot of surface moisture. And what that means is we're going to see some fog starting to build in, mainly after about midnight tonight. You can see our Landmark Ford Precision Cast starting to show some of that fog developing. It burns away around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, giving way to a beautiful sun-splashed afternoon with a chance for some showers and storms arriving later on in the evening, especially to our south, with the main line of showers and some rumbles of thunder rolling in here late Wednesday night, heading into very early Thursday morning as that cold front will slide through. Storm Prediction Center has areas along it to the west of I-55 tomorrow under a slight risk for some stronger thunderstorms. Damaging winds and hail will be the main threat out of those particular storms, and the cold front slides on through. It is out of here. High pressure builds in for Friday, and that means a lot of sunshine. So an evening shower gives way to a partly cloudy sky after sunset. We're down to 60 with some patchy fog after midnight. Grab the shades tomorrow, maybe the light jacket out the door. We can shed that jacket by lunchtime. We're up to 80, 84 the expected high tomorrow with that chance after 5 to 6 o'clock for some scattered showers and storms. Your Lee Institute of Skin and Laser UV forecast tomorrow is at a 7. That means a burn time of around 30 minutes. In your St. Mary's Hospital 7-day forecast, 73, some lingering showers into Thursday morning, 69 on Friday, a chance for showers Friday night, 58 is all we muster on Saturday.
Coming up tonight for you on WAND News at 10, an I-Team report on a local community where people claim the water is causing deposits and corrosion, but local officials say the water is safe to drink. We look into it tonight at 10.
Hey, I'm Gordon Voigt. Thanks so much for joining us. It is way too early to say that the Illini men's basketball team's future is hanging in the balance. But in one very big sense, it kind of is right now. The Mike Thorne watch is on. Anytime now, we should get a ruling from the NCAA on the 6'11" grad student. Will he get a medical hardship waiver or not? He tore his meniscus back in November. Thorne tweeted that he's back home in North Carolina waiting for the news. Rain has been canceling high school events left and right, but it's not stopping one team from making history. It's been an incredible year for track at all levels of Central Illinois, but it's been an extra special season for the team coached by this voice.
Big arms, big arms, big arms.
Even in the rain, on a Monday.
That's it. Back here, we'll go with the win.
St. Teresa head coach Todd Voland is in battle mode.
I don't think I would ever rest on it. I get paid to do a job. If I'm out here going 50%, then I think your athletes or your students can see that, and what lesson is that teaching them?
The lesson Voland is teaching them is how to win. The Bulldogs have won 6 invitationals this season, including the Central Illinois Conference title. Senior Kita Oladipupo not only won the conference long jump, she broke the school record with a mark of 17 feet 8. And how about this? Next year, she's heading to Rose-Hulman in Indiana to likely study mechanical engineering.
You have to have a lot of force to push off the ground to get high up in the air, and hopefully your momentum will carry you far enough into the pit.
Dalen Schweitzer won the high jump as just a freshman. 5 others contributed to a flurry of distance titles, and Brianna Niebrugge basically won a whole trophy case herself. She won the triple jump, the 400-meter dash, and she also shattered her own school record with a 1:19.4 in discus. But at least one person will make sure she keeps her nose to the grindstone.
The arms in, knees. Good.
If he was soft, I don't think I would listen as much. I think it would be harder to adapt to like what I'm supposed to do because he makes it known.
The play of the day on WAND is brought to you by Menards.
Mother Nature with the play of the day, holding off the rain. Just kidding. Mount Zion's Cooper Lear, Koopa Loop with the backhand and the throw to first base. Full highlights for you at 10. Mount Zion 4, Central A&M 0. But for now, another look at the forecast after this.